Baker, I guess let's just start with, sacked 9 times tonight. And why was there so much difficulty kind of keeping you upright and keeping you clean throughout the night?
Obviously their front's pretty good. It has been for years. But when you got TJ Watt over there and we're not giving our rookie tackle a whole lot of help, it's not going to be good for him.
Obviously.
And then for you, obviously a difficult day outside of the sacks. Did you still kind of, I guess when you get that touchdown to Harrison, did you kind of still believe you could maybe lead this team to a win?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it comes down to the onside kick and getting another opportunity to get the ball. Yeah, I mean, it was a rough day overall. A lot of batted passes. Just not a very pretty day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Next up, Mary Kay Cabot.
Baker, it just seemed like, you were having to battle from the start with, drops right on the opening drive, to batted passes, to the sacks, one thing after another. How did you, kind of keep going through all that when and be able to pull it close at the end when it just seemed like it was just a constant struggle to get basically the help that you needed?
Yeah, I mean, it's it's not going to always be pretty or smooth, but I'm a fighter. If anybody ever questions how much I want it, just turn on this tape. It wasn't pretty, but I kept going, kept swinging. That's who I am, and that's what I've continued to be. That's how I've always been. So I don't really have much else for you.
Yeah.
Are you glad that they didn't pull you out of there just, for safety reasons? Are you glad you had a chance to try to pull it out in the end?
Yeah, I mean, there's an opportunity to win. I'm an extremely competitive guy. I think you guys know that. But I think now it's time for me to start, looking at what's in the best interest for me and my health. I've continued to lay it out on the line when I haven't been healthy and tried to fight for our guys. And right now, I'm pretty damn beat up, to be honest with you. There's no way around it. I gave it everything I had tonight.
Thank you, Mary Kay. Miles Garrett is headed to Zoom room 2 now. Our next question will be from Jake Trotter.
Yeah, Baker, does that mean that you're looking at not playing next weekend now that you guys have been eliminated from the playoffs and get a jump start on rehabilitating that shoulder among the other injuries you've been dealing with?
That'll be a discussion I have with, my agent and my family. So I don't have that answer for you right now.
Thanks, Jake. Nate Ulrich, go ahead.
Baker, yesterday, obviously things didn't go your way and you guys were eliminated from playoff contention. So what was it like going through that and trying to get for this game? What was just the state of mind coming in here after going through yesterday?
I mean, it was just another opportunity for us to compete and try and come out with a win. Obviously at that point we were fighting to have a winning record by the end of the year. Obviously didn't happen. And that's where we're at right now.
And, I know we've talked about this before with you and the shoulder and surgery. Are you to the point where now you're expecting to have the surgery? And the reason I ask is because if you're going to talk about next week, obviously you could have it sooner than later, if you ended your season. So where are you with that?
Yeah, I've made the decision. We've had discussions that I am going to have surgery. I am going to get this shoulder fixed and, be able to come back next year at 100%. So that's been decided. Now, when it's happening, that has not been decided. As I alluded earlier, I don't have that answer for you regarding next week.
Thank you, Nate. Scott Petrick, you're up.
Hey, Baker, was the plan all week to come out throwing as much as you guys did?
It's a little bit of give and take, trying to get them into their big personnel and spread them out and throw it. It's just they didn't rush a whole lot when that was the scenario in the quick game stuff, and just stopped rushing and batted a lot of balls down. So, they got us pretty good.
when they do that and bat all those balls, like, how are you supposed to, I don't know, avoid that or compensate? What can you do, if anything?
I mean, sometimes when I can see them blatantly, just waiting for a pass to put their hands up, I could kind of change my arm angle. There was a few times that I had to, put the ball a little bit behind these guys just to get around them. But some of them, these are timing throws that I have to be on time. I have to put the ball in the right place and let it fly. And so a lot of those were due to that.
Thank you, Scott. Bailey Burmaster's next.
Baker, the word frustration has been used multiple times the last couple weeks, and even body language from players on the sideline look lackadaisical at times tonight. How has that frustration set into the locker room with relationships and maybe even at times in play calling and with communicating with Stefanski?
Yeah, I mean, today obviously was extremely frustrating just because we're going out there knowing that we're eliminated from the playoffs. So guys are just going out there for pride and heart and playing for each other. And there's no other reason why we would go out there and do it besides to try and get a win with each other. And so that it's frustrating when it doesn't happen. When it comes down to it, we obviously know our season's over after next weekend. And it's just a matter of fact now. This is our job. So guys have to handle it correctly. Guys have to show up to work and do their rehab, show up in meetings, pay attention, be locked in. Guys have to be pros. And if they don't handle it correctly, I wouldn't expect, if they don't handle it correctly, I wouldn't expect them to be around for very long, because that's just a part of being a pro and being there for your teammates.
Thanks, Bailey. We're going to take two more, Cam Justice and Dan Lobby. Cam.
Hey, Baker, when you're in a game like that and you've got the situation that you're in and it's kind of piling up and you're looking for that help, like you said, with your rookie tackle situation, what do those conversations on the sideline look like in game when you're trying to make those adjustments and call for that help?
Just a matter of looking at the game plan and what we like and seeing if some of those plays are adjustable to be able to bring just a little extra help, chipping him or staying people in protection. Just discussions on the fly, which this is in the NFL, you have to be able to adapt mid-game. And we didn't do a good enough job, as you can tell.
Thank you, Cam. Last question for Baker, Dan Lobby.
Baker, you mentioned the right tackle situation and how beat up you are. I guess I'm just wondering, do you believe that tonight and really all season long you've been put in the best position possible to be successful?
I'm not going to get into too many details about that as a full season evaluation. We've obviously been pretty banged up. I believe in James. This isn't. I pray to God that you guys don't spin this into something where I'm criticizing James Hudson. That's not what I'm doing. We're talking about an all-pro that he's going up against, and he's hasn't had very many starts. So I'm proud of James. He kept swinging. He kept fighting. Now, when it comes to what we've had to deal with all season, there's been a lot of ups and downs. Do I believe I could play better? Absolutely. Do I believe there's positions that we as an offense could have been put in that are better? Absolutely. There's so many critiques throughout the year. If there wasn't, we wouldn't be sitting here at 7-9. So it is what it is.